Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
To X-ray. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike. Nellis Airport. Information, Mike. Hours 14 Zulu. Sunrise at 0446 hours local time. Sunset at 1845 hours local time. Wind from 209 at 3 knots. Gusting. Visibility 10 statute miles. Temperature 27 degrees Celsius. Dew point 17 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 29.91 inches of mercury. Active runway arrival 21 right. Active runway to...
Shire check Aux.
2.
Shire check main.
2.
Push main 2, advise when green jet.
Yeah, copy all. I'm still doing the checks and everything, so it'll be a minute. 2's in the green. Good load on the DTC.
Roger that. Let's do a quick cross check. Steer point 2, say distance.
032.
Steer point 5.
80.
Steer point 9.
061. 62 even on the heading.
Cross check complete. Let's get her done. Shire check main.
2.
Nose ground, Shire 1-2 F-16s with Mike, Gulf for Vetman, Southeast DOR taxi via Alpha.
Yeah, so I tried pressing and holding the WX, and it brought up some funky screen where my FCR would be for a DTC, so. But it still wouldn't load, so I had to alt-tab out.
Interesting. Ground Shire 1 Alpha East DOR. Push main 3.
Alright, 2's in the green, 79, Yankee up on the air-to-air.
Alright, let me do some math here real quick. Alright, stand by for TOS steer point 4. Alright, steer point 4, TOS 145230. 145230.
Good copy.
5, 6, 7, and 8 are all going to have the same at 145500.
Set.
Alright, if we're ready to go, I'll make the radio calls. Nellis Tower, Shire 1 Alpha East DOR, VFR West departure 18,000 feet, departing runway 03 left. Standard 20-second interval takeoff. Clear to rejoin after 5,000 feet. MSL setting about 300 on the clock.
2 copies.
One's in position, brake set.
Two in position, brakes are set.
Shire, run them up.
Two good RPMs, green jet.
One's green, rolling at 50.
Two wheeled up.
Nellis Tower, Shire 1 airborne is frag, turning flex. Tower, Shire 1 flex, switching departure. Push main 4. Shire, check main.
2.
Nellis departure, Shire 1 2 F-16s, 4,800 for 18,000 direct fighter, VFR West departure.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to miss the first go this coming weekend in Guam because I'll be out. We're going out to Moab for Labor Day weekend.
We're gonna have over a month and a half there, maybe 2 months, so we'll get plenty of reps in out there. I'm gonna have to come up with a bunch of flight plans for that, but I think we're gonna get some good 4-ship exercises going on out there.
That'd be cool. Definitely need a tanker out there for some of the distances.
2, check your strobe.
Yeah, it's flashing too.
Interesting, I can't see it.
Yeah, I just went external and yeah, I see yours flashing 1.
Interesting.
I just cycled my lights.
Yeah, now it's working.
Huh. Yeah, I looked external on mine, and I'm looking at yours. Everything looked good, but yeah, I just cycled them, so no big deal. All right, so you know, thinking about what you were talking about the 8 degrees off from steer point, and then the closer proximity to release to meet that TOT. What if you know, you're thinking 4-ship stuff like that? Why not put us into a line abreast or a kind of a fighting wing, but you know, don't let us get strung out, because if we go trail, you're gonna 4-ship. You're really going to be strung out about 30, 45 seconds, you know, depending on how long it is. But if we're line abreast, depending on where the targets are and stuff like that, you kind of coordinate based on that. We basically meet that TOT a lot better and not be strung out.
Yeah, we're going to have to play it by ear for this one. Stand by, checking right, steer point 3.
2.
We're going to have to play that target specific. With hitting an airfield like this, it's somewhat smaller. Line abreast, we're going to be looking directly out the left side of the aircraft or right side of the aircraft to maintain our position, which means we're not going to have eyes on our target. My thought process was, if we're stacked up just aft and just behind, like no further away than you are right now, just behind me and up about 100 feet, that will keep the entire flight and the top end of the bracket for release, get everybody somewhat online for our drop queue line, and it'll pack us in so there's a smaller radar signature if there is anything out there coming after us air to air.
Yeah, that works too. You know, basically just go fingertip, but it spread out a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, something like I don't know, I'm still looking at the name of the formation, but I know they do it a lot in transient flights. They'll stack just above and behind, just on one side of the tail or the other for transient flights. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, route, basically route, you know, I can kick out, but I'm no more than a half mile away, but I'm spread out. I'm still kind of maintaining off that 30-degree line. Whereas fighting wing, I have pretty much a 60-degree cone all the way behind you, and I can be up high, down low, as long as I keep in that wedge, or that wedge, but that wedge.
Yeah, the only thing is we can't have you below the leading aircraft. Like, you can never be below the aircraft in front of you, or else you're going to run into their bombs, or there's a risk of that. If we're stacked up in fighting wing, and number 4 is going to be 2 miles away, which is about 12-second delay, which is going to put lead at the bottom of his drop queue, and 4 just entering theirs. So that, to me, that's just too big of a gap.
Yeah, that's why I think route would be better, because we can all maintain, like I said, just a spread finger 4, and still looking at you, still looking forward, and kind of have you in the peripheral, and it'll be much smoother.
Yeah, we'll definitely test that out for sure. All right, coming up on the hold point. Departure Shire 1, switching to Blackjack, push main 10. Blackjack Shire 1, 20,500 for 22,000, approaching hold point south of Paiute Mesa. All right, gonna start a left-hand orbit here. You're free for a loose route. Once we turn into the target, make sure you join up fairly quickly, because we're gonna have a pretty short run-in.
No worries.
level off at 22,000. Back on the power a little bit, save some fuel.
Copy. I'm with you.
Gonna shoot for about 5,500 on the fuel flow.
Roger. Have you had a chance to look at your cruise page on your ICP, see what our current ETA is for the different targets? Yeah, I'm looking at Steer 4 right now. We're like 10 minutes early, so but we just keep orbiting here, and then I've not looked ahead to 7.
Yeah, so one thing to kind of bounce through on this one, right, is we started this turn. We're coming through just about a 360 now. It's going to take about 4 minutes per lap per orbit here, so you can kind of calculate, okay, we're probably going to have to do 2 more, maybe not a full 2. So if you're caught in between the turn, you either have to turn away from your current orbit and go straight at the target that way, or you can extend your outbound on the middle of that at the end of your first orbit, and that'll increase the distance, which will increase your time, so you can turn back in and run in from that area.
Right.
One other thing to think about whenever you're setting up for orbits like this, especially on a designated target, if you're doing any type of cast or you have a predetermined inbound heading, right, where does your orbit set you up for that attack, right? If we come out of this orbit the same way we went in, what kind of turn are we going to have to make to get our final attack heading, right? So if we're supposed to attack 270, we'll have to come out of this turn facing due north, then make that turn. So that's another complicated thing you have to include on top of this if you do have it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of geometry involved.
Yeah, it's all brain power you got to use while you're doing 3D orientation, heads down and all that stuff. So.
Well, the backside is you can always spend more fuel. You know, if you've got a tanker, you know, if you have to push it up because your orbit was wrong, then, you know, you have to burn a little bit, but then you have to be cognizant if you have a tanker or not.
Exactly right. You can always spend fuel, but we always have to get it back, or we have to go home. So that's the big thing with the F-16. Alright, so looking at our turn rate here, we're coming through halfway through the turn. Looks like we're going to do another 3/4 of an orbit. May have to speed it up a little bit on the second half of our next orbit to get back on target on time. We may have to head in a little faster than usual too.
Yeah, but faster in your orbit's going to increase your radius too, so your turn, you may have to increase your bank angle a little bit.
I was thinking second half, so when we're on this side, if I punch up the speed, it'll push us towards the actual angle we're attacking the target, so we can cut that corner coming out of the orbit to steer point 4, which will line us up directly with steer point 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you kind of pear-shape the orbit versus an oval.
Exactly. Throw the old teardrop in there, get your distance, and get your time back.
So, was Dutch is he an airline pilot? Is that what I'm understanding?
He is. He is a Airbus pilot for one of the airliners around here. He's been flying for a long time.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's a damn good pilot. Alright, this should be our last orbit. Shire, fence in.
2 fence in, 9.2.
One's fenced in, 9-1.
I'm getting in the habit of turning my lights off because I don't want to screw that up when we're actually in the AOR.
Yeah, I think that's something we're really going to start pushing in Guam. I'm starting to incorporate it in most of my SAT4 and 4s. Is, you know, fence in, lights off, EO on, with, you know, ECM program and countermeasure program.
Yeah.
Because a real fighter to fighter is not just a quick, or fence in's not just a quick, hey, go ahead and fence in, let me know your fuel. It's actually quite in depth.
Yep.
Alright, we're still just passing 5 minutes ETA to our target. Steer point 4, we're looking good. So I'm going off at steer point 5 right now. We want to be about 25 seconds early. What that'll allow us to do is get a little extra time for the bomb fall. So anywhere from 15 to 25 seconds will put you in the correct window. Bombs are going to be going a little slower than we are, but they should come off at the same speed. But that usually about 15 seconds, 20 seconds is a good window to add for your run-in so that your bombs have time to get there and impact when you want them to.
Sounds good.
Did you load up the penetrators or just the impact explosion 31s?
31 ones.
Ah, okay. I got the penetrators.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call this like a combat trail close. That way you'll be able to flow left and right a little bit. You'll always be above me. 3 will always be above you. But I think that's gonna be the one we need to use for this. As long as you're within 500, 600 feet, spacing-wise, I think we'll be good with 4 aircraft.
Yeah.
Alright. Going to come up on the throttle a bit. Going to be turning in here after this orbit for steer point 4. Slight adjustment for steer point 5. Once we cross steer point 4, I'll call this IP inbound and you're clear. Combat trail close at that point.
2. Alright, gonna be checking right here. Gonna have to add some time here. We're about 2 minutes early. Little S turn, turn out, turn back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out to about 090 and then turn back into the target.
Yeah, I'm showing 14:53 and 20 seconds right now to steer 7, so.
One same. I'm gonna take that all the way up to about 54:45 before we start turning in, and then we'll make up a little bit of time with the burners.
Yep.
Checking back left, reference steer point 4.
2.
Blackjack Shire 1 departing the hold for IP Paiute Mesa. Standby fighter to fighter. Shooters, GBU-31, Paiute Mesa Airfield, in from the southeast. 22,000 off east. Combat trail close. Reference steer points 7 and 8 for 2.
2 copies all, reference 7 and 8.
Coming up on the throttle. Alright, one's going to be rolling out direct to steer point 5. Direct to the airfield.
2.
You entered the bombing range. For hit assessment, contact the range controller at 288.800 MHz. You entered the bombing range. For hit assessment, Contact the range controller at 288.800 megahertz.
Alright, one's lined up, approaching the IP. On center line.
You left the bombing range zone. Take care and bye-bye. You left the bombing range zone. Take care and bye-bye.
Coming back on the speed a little bit. Blackjack Shire 1, IP inbound, Pipe Mesa GBU-31s. 2, call when ready for drop.
2, will go.
How far off are you on your bomb drop line?
I'm barely off of it. It's bracketed just on the right edge of the that marker.
VDI, gotcha. Okay, good. About 2.5 seconds ahead of you, drop wise. You still got good eyes on me from up there?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're right in my right atop my instrument panel. Perfect position to see the target and you.
Shire 1, music on.
2, music on. 2 is 20 seconds. Five. 2 in range.
Blackjack Shire 1. Ripple 4 GBU-31s. Release 3, 2, 1, now. Blackjack Shire 1 off east.
2 away, you were clean.
Rolling out 040, 22,000. We'll head straight out northeast to Texaco 2.
2.
Got eyes on you.
Yeah, I'm coming up back in a position over here on the left side, back in the route.
Roger that. Going to be checking right. Want to avoid the airfield here underneath us. Reference 180.
2.
Two, say fuel.
277.
We got plenty of gas.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I don't need the fuel. I just want to do a tank.
I love hitting the tanker. Love it. I'm going to fly south of the no-fly zone here, and then we'll turn east again.
Roger. Yeah, I never want to penetrate the container.
Can't believe I actually remembered it.
I'm surprised that Snoopy doesn't have, if you get within like 25 miles of it, doesn't have like something over guard.
I'd like it if you put an SA-15 in there. If you get within 10 miles of it, it goes active. All right, checking left, 090. Shire fence out. Music off.
Two music off, fenced out, 7-4.
One's fenced out, 7-6. You know, we're right here. We've got, there's no reason to go all the way to Texaco. Let's just turn southeast to go grab Arco 2. I've got visual on him. You want to do that?
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I don't need to flyster all the way across for, 500 pounds. Literally just looking for a plug for a few seconds and then off I go.
Roger that. I'm going to switch over. Tack in to, what is it? 45 X-ray, I believe. 45 X-ray on tack. Yep, it's 45 X-ray, transmit, receive, got him at 46 miles. Blackjack, Shire 1, 22,000, inbound, rejoin with Arco 2 for some gas. Let's go ahead and take it on up to 24,000 feet. Roll out 190 for intercept.
2. Blackjack, Shire 1, pushing Arco 2, preset 14. Push main 1-4. Shire, check main. 2.
Arco 2, Shire 1, 2 F-16s, inbound rejoin. Alright, got times 2 traffic, 12 o'clock, 1 at 24, 1 at 29. Looks like they're turning left into us.
2, same.
Arco 2171, request rejoin. 7-1, Arco 2-1, proceed to pre-contact at 24,000 at 300.
Alright, so let's take on about 1,000 pounds each. That'll put put us right around 7,600, 7,500. Just a quick 1,000 pounds and we'll head home.
2 copies.
Argo 2141. Request rejoin. 4-1 Argo.
11 miles to the tanker.
Proceed to pre-contact at 24,000 at 300.
Sure as hell doesn't look like he's at 24,000, does he?
Yeah, he's barely there.
Got him in 3.5 miles. Going to descend down trail. Going to do pure pursuit, and then we'll rejoin on the left.
Copy. We've got enough smash. We'll overtake him.
Oh yeah, I'm 390 right now, so I'm gonna start coming back. I usually just at like half a mile or just a little over that, I'll just chop the throttles to idle and just coast up. Coming back on the throttle. You know, it always amazes me, just as fast and as agile as this aircraft is, it still stops on a dime.
Unless you slick it, and then it doesn't want us to stop at all.
Fair point. Mile, lead pursuit the turn for rejoin. Arco 2 Shire 1 mile trail, moving to rejoin. Boom's coming down, half mile.
2.
to Shire 1 saddle rejoin. 1's moving to pre-contact.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact. Contact. You're taking fuel.
1's going up to 7,700 pounds.
2.
Arco to Shire 101, refuel complete, moving to observation.
Return pre-contact.
Arco Shire 2, 860323, moving astern, request 1,000 pounds.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact. Contact. You're taking fuel. Transfer complete.
Arco Shire 2 is satisfied, backing out, moving echelon right. Arco Shire 2 established echelon right.
Alright, we're going to follow this back around with him. Reference steer point 10 will roll out probably about 030.
2.
Arco 2, Shire 1, departing, heading 030, 22,500. Thanks for fuel. Push, main, preset 10. Shire, check main.
2.
Blackjack Shire 1, 23,000, 2 shipped F-16s, departing, Arco 2, RTB Nellis, VFR. 2 cross under.
2, crossing under, doing a little BDA on you. And your side looks good.
Alright, let's take the nose down, shooting for 10,000 on the other side of the mountains here for RTB.
2.
Blackjack Shire 1, descending 22.5 for 10,000. So just a heads up, I've started streaming these, so if you ever want to go back and watch one of our flights from a different perspective, I'll have it up on my channel for you.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send it to me. I'll do subscribe.
I'm going to keep it about 400 knots here for the descent, then we'll go 350 for the recovery. Expect overhead 21 right.
2.
You know what we should have done was hit Texaco, take on full bags, and then do a low-level ingress back to Nellis till about 30 miles, and then do a pop-up overhead.
We got 7,000 pounds. We can still do that.
We're only about 12 miles from strike.
You could duck down, go VFR through this valley, and then low level the rest of the way.
We got to pop up over Gas Peak. So we'll hit it next time for sure.
This is even a non-counter because we already did SAT4, so this was just a repeat just for seeing how the bombs fall.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which is good. I just want to see how those coordinates are and see if we're getting Matt Wagner.
Yeah, I think it's just Paiute Mesa. I'm checking right for strike, by the way. I think it's just Paiute Mesa that has a problem with the GPS coordinates. I don't think the pictures line up with the GPS.
Could be.
Because I've tested it, I've dropped on just random stuff that I've put on the map, and it hits it perfect every single time. But for Paiute Mesa, for some reason, it's off to the west a little bit. I don't know why. Slowing up for 350.
2.
Blackjack, Shire 1, switching approach. Push main 4. Shire, check main.
2.
Nellis approach, Shire 1, 2 F-16s, 12,500 for 10,000. 7 miles southwest of strike, VFR, recovery 21 right overhead. Is your HEMIX targeting for me kind of going all over the place? Mine's just bouncing like in a big circle around us right now.
Yeah, if I've got you hooked, it just kind of bounces because within what is it, a mile, it's not super accurate. It just kind of floats around.
Sending. Approach Shire 1, gas peak, sending 4,500 direct apex.
Like I said, I wish we had what the Hornet has though, because they've got a lot more information on their when they hook a target or hook anybody.
You think they're going to add it, or was that just not part of the system in this aircraft?
They're saying that the 2007 model that we have just did not have that yet, but they also claim that it was flying with Lantern, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. The only people who were flying Lantern were the overseas customers, but that's where they got their technical orders from. So.
All right, stand by for our right turn. I'm gonna check us out of approach. Switch us over to tower. Nice smooth turn here for 2-1 right. Altitude Shire 1, switching tower, approaching apex 5,500. Push main 3. Shire, check main.
2.
Dallas Tower, Shire 1, 2 F-16s, apex 2-1 right, overhead. Tower, Shire 1-1 in the break.
Tower, Shire 1-2 in the break.
Tower, Shire 1-1, right base, 3 green, 2-1 right. Full stop.
Dallas Tower, Shire 1-2. Correction, Shire 1-2, base gear stop 2 on right.
Got a nasty little right crosswind right before landing.
Rudder.
Tower Shower 1-1, clear 2-1 right, crossing 3 right, Alpha East Eagle.
Nellis Tower, Shire 1-2, clear 2-1 right on Alpha, crossing 0-3 right in sequence on Alpha.
Tower Shower 1-2, F-16's Alpha East Eagle Ward, pushing ground, push main 2. Shire check main.
2.
One's ready to taxi.
2's ready.
Nellis ground, Shire 1, 2 F-16's Alpha East Eagle War, Gulf of Redlands taxi Alpha Gulf. Shire clear for shutdown. Scene debrief.
2.